the time of my life. And Dirty Dancing right there.
Oh, for sure. Well, there was
Patrick Swayze chipped her ass.
a bit of Dirty Dancing right there with you and Sami Zayn from SmackDown, yes?
Yes. I had the time of my life. Sammy did not.
Well, hopefully you're going to have the time of your life tonight at Money in the Bank, right? You and Sami Zayn going to be trying to climb that ladder, grab Money in the Bank. How you feeling going into tonight, Drew?
Man, I mean, I'm feeling positive because we've just had our event with the Boys and Girls Club in Nevada,
Special
Olympics in Nevada, so I'm in a very positive mind frame right now. Money in the Bank is one of my least favorite matches. I don't like heights.
Which is weird because you're so big.
Yes, I know. We learned last night, not quite as big as Omos.
Yeah.
I went face to face with him last night and I thought, that is a really large man. But I also started getting some ideas. I was like, right, tonight what I need to do is step back, let everyone else kind of get gung-ho, go for the prize, find a way to blind Omos, climb up his back because he's so freaking tall.
He's like a ladder.
And I'm the only person way under-exaggerate in wrestling, like 6'5", 6'7" with my boots on. Announced as 265, I weigh 275. I don't know why I'm the only guy in the history of wrestling that's under-exaggerated. Nonetheless, I'm going to scale almost his back and grab that contract. That's my plan for tonight.
That's a really unique strategy you have. I mean, giving away your secrets, right? So you want Roman Reigns at the Clash at the Castle. That's what it looks like on the poster. That's what you've said, right?
Yeah, it's got the title.
Well, if you win Money in the Bank, would you like to call your shot and cash that in at Clash at the Castle? Guarantee that big match at the pay-per-view?
It's a difficult one. Realistically, if I call my shot and tell Roman when I'm going to do it,
right.
Here's the problem. Like most of his big matches with his legitimate threats, like a Brock Lesnar or a Drew McIntyre in 2020, as he gets his family involved, the Usos get involved, or in my case, the Usos get involved, he low blows me, then chokes me out. He's he's a smart man.
Yeah,
he's a very talented man. He showed what he was capable of, for 10 straight years, main event of multiple WrestleManias. Then he became the person he really is, and he took it to that next level. And he's willing to do whatever it takes to win the titles. If I tell him when I'm going to cash in, tell him when I'm going to beat him, he's going to put a plan together. He's going to screw over Drew McIntyre. I'm not the kind of guy that likes to cash in when somebody doesn't expect it when they're down. But in Roman Reigns' case, I'd make an exception. Of course, I might wait to SummerSlam and Brock will win, and we've got history, and maybe I'll set that match up with a live crowd this time.
Yeah, that'd be great, man. I think that would be awesome. And, you and Tyson Fury have really been going back and forth as well. I know a lot of people were thinking maybe Clash of the Castle would be where you guys touch, but, sounds like Roman Reigns would be maybe better for you, maybe try to get a shot at that title. What do you think about Tyson?
I'd just be happy about the show. Realistically, they might just turn around and go, Drew, you're not booked. And then you'll find me in a trampoline outside with little weights, jumping up and down, just going, I'm not booked. Outside of Cardiff.
I don't think you'll be wrestling with shadows. Don't worry about it.
Could be me.
But
ask me to referee a match, and I'll say no, and then they'll convince me eventually. I'll referee an NXT UK match, maybe. Well, we should get an NXT UK match on that show. It needs some publicity.
It's funny you should say referee because we were talking with the team, my team, Wrestling Inc. They thought, what about the idea of Tyson Fury maybe being a guest referee if you and Roman Reigns were to clash at the Castle? Good, please.
Yeah, maybe. He's legitimately such a big name. I mean, in the world, in boxing, of course, but in the UK especially.
Yeah.
Like if you, his last fight at Wembley, he could have sold it out a few times over. Like such a gigantic crowd were there in England, and I was like, my goodness, this guy is absolute box office. And he gets it when it comes to entertainment. You see his character, how outspoken he is, very much like a pro wrestler, sports entertainer. And when he was with us, he has such a respect and passion for our industry. He drives me out the wall, and I make fun of him all the time for it. And like as we say in our industry, he sells too much whenever I say something. So I just keep prodding and prodding and prodding. And eventually, if we get that match, I know he's got some deadly hands. I mean, some feather hands, but he's very successful at his job. And I'm going to take him down. He's going to be like a big old turtle on his back.
Wow. How do you feel about Logan Paul signing as a WWE superstar? That was big news this week.
I saw that. Yeah, I saw that on the internet like everyone else. That's how I find out all my information. You'll let me know half the stuff that happens in WWE. I don't know what's true, not true.
Sure, sit down.
I usually read it on the internet first.
I can catch you
I did
up.
see Hunter and Steph in the picture, so I figured it was real.
Yes.
But I don't know what kind of contract it is, if he's full-time, if he's signed for a series of matches, but he did impress me at WrestleMania. He's obviously an incredible athlete, and he's obviously a fan of our product. You don't just come in and do as good a job as he did without knowing our job well enough. And he's such an entertainer. He gets it. He genuinely is a bad guy. He's one of the most hated people on planet Earth. I assume that's just him. If it's not, kudos to him, but that's what sells tickets, that people want to see guys like him get beat up. And if I get the opportunity, I'm going to beat him up.
Well, wonderful. Hey, Drew, best of luck tonight. Thank you so much for the time.
No, thank you.
Absolutely. Cheers.